Hi, this is Yolanda Vanveen, and in this segment we're going to talk about how to care for lilies. Now, lilies come in many shapes and sizes. There's the day lilies that have all the greenery that come in roots. There's these oriental lilies that have a beautiful fragrance, that have the nice large stems with beautiful flowers on them. There's Asiatic lilies that don't have fragrance. And then there's the species lilies, all the wild types of lilies. Now, all of them like full hot sun to part shade. And if you live in a warmer climate, you want to go with part shade. If you live in the Northwest or in a little bit of a colder climate, then go with full hot sun. And lilies need good drainage. And they're very much related to garlic or onions. And so they grow in much the same conditions. And each clove of the lily will eventually spur off its own bulb. So eventually each piece will make its own bulb. So you could actually separate that into 50 little bulblets and get lots of starts. But my theory is you don't want to separate the babies from the mama till the babies are as big as the mama. So in the end, if you leave lilies as they are, they will continue to multiply. And then you will just get a clump of lily bulbs. And then at that point, if they're getting more crowded, you want to just separate them out. And as long as they're even separated, they will grow into their own bulbs. See, these are little bulblets, and they will actually grow into their own individual lilies. My theory with lilies, if they're green and they look great, leave them be. If they're done blooming, then chop them out. And the good thing that you can do is called topping them off. So as soon as the blooms are done, but there's still a stem, you just chop them about halfway so there's still foliage on the stem. And that way the bulbs will still get the energy from the photosynthesis and they'll eventually multiply quicker. But either way, even if you cut them to the ground, they'll come back year after year and bloom really well. If you live in a warm climate where there's no winter at all, you can still grow lilies, but you have to dig them up and leave them in the refrigerator for up to 3 months every winter and then replant them. And then that way they get a dormant period and they will grow every year. They can live to minus 30 degrees in Fahrenheit in Alaska, and they're a very, very easy plant to grow in your garden.